You clicked on this video and you know what that means? You played Flash games, and you've likely played these games many years ago. And since you've likely forgotten all of these great games, let me show you 3 games today that you have hidden somewhere in your memory. So up first, we have the classic action, run and gun game, wpnFire. If you can imagine playing through a stickman animation where the hero shoots his way through enemies with a wide variety of weaponry, there's no need to think anymore. That's exactly what this game is. It's all about the action, and you are the hero. You get a wide selection of weaponry, many of which are actually real weapons. There's a variety of different game modes that you can select from, so you have the basic adventure mode all the way to zombie survival. However, I think the primary selling point of this game is the fluid animations, and when you start the game there's actually an advertisement for a website called fluidanimals.com, so fluid animations go hand in hand with this game. Last but not least, there's a lot of great music in this game, so as you're playing through the levels or game modes, whatever you're playing, there's great music accompanying your gameplay. The next game up on the list is Bloxorz, and chances are you recognize this game. You recognize the picture. You may have forgotten the name, because I know I did. Bloxorz is a neat little puzzle game where you take control of this rectangular prism, and what you have to do is there's a little open square hole, and your objective is to roll this prism until you can fit the rectangle into the slot, and that's how you pass through the level. You have to use the arrow keys on your keyboard to manipulate the prism to move it around the map. The first few levels are fairly simple. It lets you get the hang of things as you learn to move the prism. However, as you progress through the 33 levels, they get harder. And let's say you master this game. Did you know that there are people out there that actually speedrun all 33 levels of this game? So if you want to play this game, go check it out on Cool Math Games. The irony is that this game really does fit in with Cool Math Games, considering it's about rectangular prisms, geometry and all, guys. And last but not least, we have Jelly Jumpers. So, do you remember that game where there's a small little green jelly guy who jumps around on a keyboard and you have to move him around? This is the game. Similar to Bloxorz, you use the arrow keys to move this little character around. So the premise is very simple. There is this keyboard, and there are green keys that you have to step on. So guide your guy, get him to jump on the green keys, and the level's done. There are 50 levels in this game overall. As you progress through this game, the levels get way more difficult. There's a lot of modifiers that you can step on, and it can complicate your gameplay. You can get really far into a level, and one little mistake, if you overshoot or undershoot your objective, you have to start all over again. And here's an interesting note about Jelly Jumpers. This game is truly a dead game. When you look up Jelly Jumper online, you won't find a trace of it at all. Unlike the other Flash games that you can look up these days, Jelly Jumper does not appear anywhere. So, if you want to play this game, you have to download Flashpoint, which is like a giant arcade that has a ton of Flash games preserved by users. Well, it so happens that a user, 2020, saved this game. So if you haven't played Jelly Jumper, you must give it a shot. You'll probably get addicted to the game as well. So there you have it, 3 Flash games that may exist somewhere in your memory and you forgot the name of. And remember, if there is another game or a series of games that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.